Okay, so I want to start off by saying y'all millennials are fake because ever since this movie was announced, everyone was talking about how they would be the first to see it when it came out. And guess what? I just went on opening night, and the theater was full of strictly older parents with their small children and Gen Z kids that were pretending they were alive when the first one came out. So, what's that about? Okay, so I'm going to start off by saying that this movie is actually really good. I was not expecting it to be very good, honestly, because, Disney just tries to get their money out of everything they can. So I was expecting it to be kind of forced, and yeah, I was expecting it to be forced. And it actually wasn't. It had a good plot line, it had good character development. I liked the role everybody in the family played and all the extras played. It was really well done, actually. Which, I suppose is good because we waited a really long time for it. So, I back to the Gen Z thing. I truthfully don't even know if I was alive when the first one came out. I'm pretty sure I was, so points for that, I guess. Anyway, the movie was really interesting. The main premise was actually focused on, well, not the main premise, but a lot of the movie was focused on Elastigirl trying to get back into being a superhero after being gone for so long, while Bob took care of the kids. And it was really interesting to see just the dynamic of everything since the last movie came out and after they, fought the guy that showed up at the end of the last one. Everything kind of changed a little bit and brought in new characters, and it all fit very well. I will say that all the teenagers in the movie theater were getting on my nerves because they would not stop talking. And teenagers, they're the worst, myself included, and they wouldn't shut up. The entire movie, anytime anything happened, they would either laugh really loud, like really uncalled for loud. Like, this was a funny movie, I'll give them that, but come on, it's not that funny. And they would talk the entire time, make comments, be like, whoa, I didn't see that coming, and I'd be like, just watch the movie, please. And then the plot twist happened, and all the teenagers in the theater were like, I saw that coming. And they were like whispering to the people next to them. They were like, I totally caught that. Like, bitch, you are a 17-year-old in a kid's movie, and you are surprised you saw the plot twist coming? I'm shocked. Now, this could be positive or negative depending on who you are. But I will say, in the main focus of this movie, men did take kind of a little bit of a backseat. Now, it was refreshing for me, but some of y'all may not like that as much. Like I said, the focus was on Elastigirl a lot of the time. I will say that, I don't know if this counts as a spoiler or not, but the villain wears a mask, and so you don't really know who they are, what gender they are, but the villain is a female. A lot of this movie was the characters themselves trying to figure out where they stood with the entire, superheroes were banned thing, and between balancing their superhero selves and their normal people selves and all that. The kid Tony from the first one that Violet had a crush on, he came back in, and I really liked his character. It gave it a nice change of pace, I guess. Edna's there, of course. She and Jack get pretty close. The movie altogether just has a really good rhythm to it, and I would say I would rate it a good 8, which I was surprised. I was expecting to have to give it like a 7 or something terrible like that. It probably would have been higher than an 8, but there was a superhero in this movie whose power was acid reflux, and that took it down a decent amount. I would say go see it for Father's Day. Go take your kids to see it, take your teenagers to see it, go take your adults to see it. It's a good movie if you're looking for a fun afternoon to spend at the movie theater. Probably will not be buying it just because it's not really the speed of movie we keep in this house. But it's not because it's not a good movie, it's just not something we would repeatedly watch over and over again. As always, if you like what you've seen here and you would like me to return for more videos, comment and like and subscribe and all that good stuff, and we'll be coming to you soon with a very exciting review. Stay tuned.